And welcome to GIO Stadium here in Canberra for this wonderful night of SRL. This clash between the Manly Sea Eagles and the Canberra Raiders. Here from the box we have Anthony McDonald, and here next to me is Tyrone Clay. How's things tonight, Tyrone?
Yeah, it's very good and exciting to watch this game of football, obviously. Seeing the Raiders pick up their first win last week at their home ground at this stadium was very impressive to see.
Yeah, it was great to see against a much underdog win from the Raiders there, and we've also got Manly, who had a win against the Broncos last week. So both sides hoping to make it 2 on the trot tonight.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see how the Raiders back up from their strong performance against the Dolphins, because Dolphins are one of the teams to beat in the competition, but they did beat them, so hopefully they can bounce back and grab their second win on the trot.
As Manly are going to have first taste of the ball tonight to try to kick things off, and we have Ben Punch, wrong carry to take it over the 20. Now, to win tonight, Clay, what do you think both teams need to do?
I just think both teams need to firstly complete well, just don't make any errors, and secondly I just think don't make any errors, keep the ball in your hands.
And that's definitely going to be a challenge with the rain pelting down in Canberra tonight. So as Manly come up to their fifth tackle option after this one, we'll see if we have a night full of errors or some really good conservative football, as Manly made it all the way to the 10-metre line for their first set, which is excellent to see. Bontoff puts it high and deep, but the chasers just weren't there, and Flynn makes it out easily.
Yeah, that was an unimpressive kick there off the fifth tackle option. Obviously, had a very good attacking set previous to that play and just sort of wasted the opportunity at the end there.
Yeah, so hopefully that's just early morning jitters. It's damn cold down here in Canberra tonight. So hopefully, if they can keep the Raiders not too far into their own field, Manly might be able to, and that's definitely not what we want to see. There's Og, traded during the week into Manly, takes his first hit up and almost makes it to the line.
Yeah, and that Manly are just getting gifted the ball now, and you'd have to think they'd have to take advantage of this. You can't not take advantage of it.
As Walmsley almost makes it, but he's turned over onto his back with some staunch Canberra defence. Have to bring it back to their 10 for the fourth tackle. We've got Bontoff out to KCK, almost getting around, but playing it 2 metres out, and fifth tackle option yet to come. Passing it out to Lewis, high in the air again. Are they gonna? But there's Demando, and they make it safely out there again.
Yeah,
So,
that's twice now that's happened. Oh.
And there's young Cheddar already making an impact there. Now, while Canberra's trying to make away up the field, Clay, I reckon we should talk about some of the debutants for tonight.
Yeah, there's quite a few, obviously, for the Raiders, and the Latrell Bolts coming into the centres for Jaden Garcia, and mainly do have Cody Oak, who was traded, but they also have Tavita Palangi coming into the second row. So really, I'll be really wanting to see how they go.
Yep, and it's always good to see some new blood coming up into the teams, and we see Cheddar, first season in the SRL, already earning that starting spot that he's working his way up there, as McQueen just tries to take the hit up and is buried there on the 10th for the fifth tackle. Going out to Lewis, cheeky little grubber, but Pache is there. Safe hands. Start Manly off on a good set on the 10th.
Yeah,
Walmsley pushes. Walmsley moving to lock tonight. Going to be very interesting, and already he's had a good impact.
Yeah, he has, and It's very good to see Wolvesy obviously be moving to look because of the injury to Aaron Beckham. It is unfortunate, and that does now give the opportunity for this man, Palongi, to come into the starting side and prove why he can be an SRL player.
As Bontoff boots it downfield very nicely for Demando to bring it back. Makes it almost to this 20. Start the Raiders set. Bolt out to James, out to Daly. Daly taking it up to the 30. Playing it there very slowly as McQueen passes out to Lewis. And it looks like the Canberra Raiders are having a little bit of trouble getting out of their own half here with some strong Manly defence. We'll see if they go for a 40-20 here. Nope. Cheddar decides to take it himself. Not going to risk it in this wet, rainy weather. As James out to Thompson, boots it down the field. Og. Gets around one. Can't get around Barnes.
Yeah, and that was good kick return there from Cody Og as Kane Chapman again, he's just going to go straight through now. He's going to break. Wow. What a
play. So far, it's early days yet, but it looks like the Og Goodwin trade has worked nicely in Manly's favour. So we'll see if that luck holds out for the rest of the night as Lewis off to Alex Chapman. Breaks through the line, but's buried on the 10th. Fourth tackle. Buckingham out to punch, out to Palungi. Will the man get over? No, he's put onto his back, unfortunately. They'll have to bring it out for their fifth tackle.
Yeah, and Palungi unlucky not to score there. He just ran straight at the line, but he just got dragged onto his back.
It'll be good to see if one of these debutants gets a pie tonight as Bontoff puts it up. But again, Flynn, safe hands in the air. So Raiders have definitely turned up their defence tonight.
Yeah, but we're saying and those fifth tackle options for Manly is what's killing them, really. That's the third time already that they've kicked it too far and gifted the Raiders 7 tackle sets.
Yeah. And we saw last week against the Broncos, the Sea Eagles have definitely got some great attacking flair. They just got to see if they can outlast and out attack Canberra here at home tonight. As Daly's playing it here for the third. McQueen out to Barnes. Barnes gets around 2. Safely kept there by KCK. Fourth on the 40. Slow play the ball. Tim James out to McQueen. Bolting up the sideline, but he doesn't get too far. Has to play it there. And won't get an attacking kick. Raiders are going to have to work on their defence to keep the Sea Eagles penned in their half.
As they say that, though, that's a great run there back from Kane Chapman. Just almost getting past the last line of Manly defence. And Canberra just going to have to work hard here these next 5 to 10 minutes.
As Freeburn pushes his way up to the 50 to play it for their third. So if the Sea Eagles can get a little bit of a wiggle on, they might have a good attacking kick at the end of this set. But as I say that, they're only at the 40 on their fourth. So the Raiders, they're keeping their defence well in check tonight as we're about to play it for the fifth. Walmsley for the kick. Does a nice little boot over to Demando. Kick chases are duked, but back up chase saves it. So from the looks of things, as Caval makes its way through, we've got a bit of an arm wrestle happening here, Clay.
Yeah, we do, and I reckon the first team to crack will be the first team that makes an error right, but nearly on their own line or inside their own 20, I think. That'll be currently the only way to score as... Although Raiders now looking like they might mount a late attack.
As Cheddar, second carry of the set, makes its way almost to the 10th. We'll see if this attacking kick can penetrate Manly's defence. Oh, a good kick, just stopped in the legs by Buckingham, and he picks it up and works his way up to his 20. So I think almost the second or third time the Raiders haven't had an attack there, and Manly just haven't been able to let them through.
As now Ollie Parche or Barnes. Ooh, that looked good.
No, it's not very often that a big old forward gets to bash through a fullback like that, so Parche will be feeling on top of the world as he's about to go off in 3 minutes or so. So we've got Palangi playing it there for the 5th. Buckingham to Bontoff. Doesn't get the kick away. Some quick defence up. Ending it over just shy of the 10th.
Yeah, would have obviously preferred to have a kick, but it's not the end of the world. It is only 10 metres out, and as we say, that a penalty's given away.
Yep, our first of the night, and unfortunately it goes against Manly. Raiders going to get some prime key field position out of this. We'll see if they can get down to the other end before their bench forwards have to come on and replace Harry Cheddar, who's had an absolutely stunning game so far.
Yeah, he has. Just run the ball up, and very impressive from the young prop. There he is again.
Speak of the devil, there he runs. Working his way over the 40, playing it just shy of the 30 on the second. So Raiders, excellent field position, and there's the curse. Arche picking up a spilled ball as we talk about it. And that'll probably be the last set we have our opening props on from the Raiders. As Young passes it to Lewis. Parche again, working his way, breaking through one, passing it off. Some enterprising footy here and some dangerous footy considering the conditions we're seeing tonight.
And I think Manly aren't afraid to throw the ball around here. They're looking to throw it around, but also you don't want to throw it around too much, or that can happen as Daly just picks it off and goes up over halfway.
Yep, Daly almost running off the field, deciding to stay on just quickly for a cheeky little intercept as Wally Allen works his way over the 40. Tim James out to Wow. Ooh, that's dangerous. Barnes back on the inside. Lynn working his way up to the 20. Manly not letting them get too far. Defence holding out strong so far. Give it to Barnes. Barnes is away and
what
KCK.
a tackle.
Oh, if that was anyone else, I reckon Barnes would have been in just then.
And
Thompson has
oh no.
Absolute brain fart.
What was he thinking?
I guess it's just one of those nights. It's wet, it's windy. Maybe the ball just slipped as he was going to go place it down and he stuck his foot out.
I don't think anyone wants to score now. I think they just want the game to stay at 0-0.
As we got Robson pushed back to the 40. Fucking out to Lewis, out to KCK. Lovely ball out to Og as he tries to get around Barnes, but there is no getting around that man out the back there. Forced there to play it out to Buckingham. Met strongly, slowly working his way up. Young to Lewis. Nice pass out to Robson, working his way. Oh, and he almost gets there, playing it on his 10. Manly again, good position for a strong attacking kick. Bontoff puts it high, puts it deep. Tap back to McQueen and he's away. But no, kept there on the 20. So those 5th tackle options just not working so far for Manly.
Yeah, and that's probably been their worst point of the game. Other than that, they've played really well. And if they can just fix up those options, then Manly could score some points here.
So we just saw a lovely run from Beats just then, coming up off the bench. We've got Wally Allen playing it here for the 4th. Berkeley out to Beats again, pushing forward to the 40. Hard not to see that young man out there. Stands head and shoulders above almost everyone. We've got a Falcon and Barnes scoops up the loose ball and does what he can not to make a meal of it. But unfortunately, it looks like Raiders are also suffering a little bit from the 5th tackle option curse.
Yeah, they are, and it is a little bit disappointing from both teams. And so far, we've got a little bit of an arm wrestle and a stalemate at that.
And like you said, Clay, earlier, it's probably going to be some absolute magic from the key men on either side to break open this scoring drought we've seen tonight. As we've got Freeburn breaking a tackle and making it up to the 30. Playing it there for his third. Bontoff out to Buckingham. Barges through. Tries to get around. Oh, Walmsley, is he in? Oh.
That would have been a good try.
Yeah. Enterprising play there from the Manly number 9. Bontoff smashed by Beats. Beats steps back, lets it be finished. And now we have Walmsley with another boot high. No tap back, but Bolt safe hands, grabs it, tries to run away and is stopped. We've almost 30 minutes into this game and still 0-all, so anything can happen, so stay tuned, you lot, as McQueen plays it here for his second. Beats busting up through the middle, offloading back on the inside to Tim James, but he's forced to play it there on his 40. Barnes, Thompson, Wally Allen, strong carry, strong post contact, playing it on the half. Thompson spilled. Ooh. It's unfortunate there from the Raiders.
Yeah, and not an error you'd like to give up there. Oh, he's nearly killed him.
Welcome to the SRL, young man. It's not the mines now. And there Barnes just takes his head off in frustration. And it looks like Manly 5 tackles within the 20.
Maybe this is what they need to just get over the line. They have field position now. They're going to have lots of plays to try and do something. It's just, can they do anything?
As Lewis plays it there for the second. Walmsley back on the inside for KCK. KCK pushing. But I think he's put over onto his back just short of the line. Ooh, cheeky short ball for Lewis there. Doesn't get much further, and here we are playing it for the 4th. Oh, he almost in, but passed it off to the side. We'll see. Walmsley, small boot, but Lewis picks it up. So, tries they have, they just can't get through that Raiders defence.
Yeah, and it was strong pressure there from the Raiders defence, just forcing that error from Walmsley on the last tackle. And now they're going to try and work it out of their own end here.
Berkeley forced to play it there, just shy of the 30. Thompson out to Barnes, out to McQueen, almost pushing through. Playing it there on 35 for the 3rd. Low play the ball. Oh, I'm not sure why that wasn't counted as a knock-on.
Whoa. I mean, playing on, but that looked a little bit wary.
I think the Raiders have got away with something there as KCK grabs it and tries to get around Barnes and is forced to play it just shy of the 50. So fatigue looking like it's already working its way into the game as we're only 7 minutes out from half-time. I don't think we've seen a game this close all season so far. Normally we've got oh, that was a bit of a risky ball as Berkeley picked up.
Probably not needed there, just had to work it up, but threw the long pass and ended up paying for it.
We always see that scoreboard pressure, but it's usually from a team that's behind, not from a team that's still 0-all. Too much frustration floating around, unfortunately, I feel. As Bolt plays it there for the 4th. With tackle option, let's see what happens. And Young takes it nicely.
He's going to go out.
Dragged off the field. Oh, so here we go. Raiders, probably in the best position on the field they've had all night. We'll see if they can penetrate with some strong electric attack. as we
Yeah,
see
we
there.
hope so. Ooh.
Gets around one, but steps in the wrong direction. And off he goes. So here we go, Raiders. You've got just under 5 minutes. And Wally Allen plays it there on the 10th. Thompson back on the inside to Lewis. Lewis almost makes it through, but is met and shepherded over onto his back.
And yeah, just onto his back. We could maybe, just maybe, we could see 0-0 at half time.
I don't remember the last time we had a 0-0 game at halftime. Beats. Giant of a man almost reaching out. James back into Lewis. Lewis,
No, we
Lewis,
don't have
Lewis,
a
and
0-0.
Lewis. No, we don't.
Of course. The commentators curse yet again.
Although, you Muzbetters out there, Raiders captain's just scored, so tick one off the box. That's a try. So here we are. Less than 4 minutes to go to half-time, and the Raiders have finally opened their account, which should be 6-0 against Manly here at home.
Yeah, and both teams have been looking quite even, and the Raiders just pouncing on the opportunity that the Manly gave them by running out and giving them the field position.
Yeah, that try was definitely by no stretch of the imagination because of Manly playing badly. It's just Raiders taking the opportunity when they can. We'll see if the Sea Eagles can hit back before the end of the half. As Lewis kicking off. Drills it down, drills it deep. Barnes back on the inside to Berkeley, working his way up over the 20. Slow play of the ball. Back on the inside to Lewis again. Just picking up from where he left off the previous set. Taking another 20 metres for his team. As James out back on the inside to Barnes. Just shy of the 40. Lovely set so far from the Raiders after points. Pushing that Berkeley offloading to McQueen. But slowed down just there. 2 minutes left till the end of the half. We'll see if we have 6-0 or, dare we say, 12-0, depending on the outcome of this kick. Here we go, Thompson puts it up, puts it high. But KCK jukes one, and he's away! And there's big old Beats trying to chase him down, but there is no chance that forward's getting there. And KCK under the sticks with just less than 2 minutes left. And Muzbetters at 2.
Yeah. All the Muzbetters will be very happy that the two captains are the only two try scorers so far in this game. KCK
no love for the ball.
No, you.
Yeah, no love for the bowlers out there tonight, but those captains, KCK, said, nah, sick of this, give it to me. Off he's gone. Dukes around Barnes, and rest is history.
Yeah, and we have a level ball game again.
And you would say, well, I don't want to say it because I'm going to curse it, but you'd think that this will be the scoreline going into the halftime break.
Yeah, you hope, but you never know what can happen in RL4. Just it can turn any direction.
As McQueen boots it down with a minute left to go, and KCK returns.
Oh, I thought that was a knock on.
Oh, I mean, I'd say we should just stop talking so we stop cursing it, but then there'd be no commentary. As Lewis breaks up the field, 30 seconds to go. The Raiders not wanting anything else to happen right now. Oh, Alex Chapman breaking it up. And if he can get all away, we should have one more.
Oh.
Anderson
Oh,
Oh, safe hands, Barnes. That's the end of the half, and we'll see you after the break. And welcome back for the start of the second half. This absolutely excellent game we've been having so far. Is there anything you want to tell us about the stats after you were viewing it at halftime, Clay?
yeah. Just looking at the Raiders wise. It's been the forward pack really that's been standing up. Harry Cheddar, 120 run meters in 20 minutes. Jordan Lewis up there with about and yeah, just been their forward pack really. And going off to Manly, KCK did have 226 run meters, which was really impressive. Which did also see that 90-meter effort, which went all the way to the house. So far, it's been pretty even, I'd have to say.
Yep. Possession was about the same. Tackles about the same. It was all pretty much what the scoreline indicates. 6-all. And we'll see if anyone can break it open past this deadlock this afternoon as we play it there just shy of the 30 for the Raiders' first kick of the second half. Tim trying to make something of it. And yeah, those wet conditions, they're definitely not going to make anything easy on our two teams tonight. We might have a bit more of what we saw in the first half. And we got Walmsley, workhorse of the first half, passing out to Punch, playing it there just shy of the halfway. Lewis on the outside to Walmsley again, breaking one, kept relatively still, but powering through up to the 30.
Oh, and a
And
penalty.
held in tackle. Oh, no. The Raiders have definitely not had as good a start to this half as they would want, as the Manly playing it just shy of the 10.
And hopefully Manly can capitalise off this field position. And they're gonna be 10 metres out with full set. They hope to score here.
As Crutcher subbed on into the centres, playing it there about 5 metres out. Og out to Buckingham, out to Pache, out to Punch, passing it across the field through their forwards, playing it again just shy of the try line. Lewis out to KCK, but the Raiders saw that coming and they snuffed it out real quick. Playing it there for their fourth. Plungy! He's in! Congratulations, young man.
Brought up from the mines, and he just went straight through, untouched. He'll be happy with that.
Beautiful ball there. So, unfortunately, Beckman on the sideline, he will be cheering, seeing the young man, knowing that whilst he's sitting out, at least the bloke they brought up is bringing home the bacon, as Lewis should slot this over for a 6-point lead. There we go. And the Raiders, they'd be brewing a little bit of ill discipline as they've started the second half.
Yeah, and that's something that they're going to need to get rid from their game. And you can see what happens when ill discipline does creep into the game. Tries will be conceded, and tries will be scored. So hopefully they can cut this out.
As Punch punches his way up and stops there shy of the 20. Play it for their first. Bontoff out to Pache, but he's met heavily there by two Raiders defenders. Not much further going. Palungi, our young debutant try scorer. I would love to see some stats on how often debutants score in the SRL.
It'd be interesting to see.
There we go, Pache. We got a little bit of homework there for you as Goodwin shanks a kick, and Barnes will be playing it just over the 40. So here we go, Raiders prime position for a good attacking set.
You'd hope that they could capitalise off this, just get the ball game back level, get their team back in this game.
As Rossini plays it there, 15 out. Going down the blind side, Flynn almost gets around, almost muscles over. Forced there to play it. Oh, Wally Allen put onto his back. Don't know what we're checking there. It was pretty clear that he didn't quite make it.
Yep.
No chance. And we'll just have a kick and we'll see what we can see. As Thompson puts it up, puts it high. And Crutcher.
Oh. Little man.
The bench centre, takes it safely. I don't know how he outleapt those chasers, but he did. And Alex Chapman plays it there on the 20. On top, back on the inside for Pache, and Pache powers off down the field and makes it over the 40. So it looks like Manly. Ooh, Manly forwards playing havoc here with the Raiders. Pache again. That's about the third forward to take a run this set. As we pass it out to Bontoff, out to KCK, tries to get around, does, breaks the tackle, wrapped up there by Demando, playing it shy of the 20. Goodwin out to Freeburn, out to Palangi again, pushing forward. This young boy, absolutely stunning so far as we have our 5th tackle option. And he drops it cold.
Oh, disappointing to end the set there from.
Oh, and that was such a good set from Manly too, so it's real disappointing to see how it ended there. Didn't even look like he tried to put the boot to the ball to it either. As we got Driscoll playing it there over the 20. Rossini breaks the line, gets around KCK and passes it back on the inside to KCK. Oh. Raiders just having no luck.
Yeah.
Would have
been a good pass to KCK. Oh well.
As we got Goodwin playing it there on the 3rd. Punch, force back. 13 metres shy of the try line. 2 tackles left in the set. Bontoff out to Lewis, out to KCK. Almost gets around, but brought down 5 metres out. Here we go, Eagles. What are you going to do? They're going to go with a hit up and back their defence and try to keep the Raiders penned.
Not a bad idea, but it has to work. Otherwise, you could get done over with.
Ooh, that was a risk. Dummies to a Raider and then almost tries to... I think the rain's doing some funny things to the Raiders down here. As Allen tries to make it up and is pushed back to the 30 almost. Tim James to Thompson, risky pass. Barnes makes it to the 50. That's a bit better from the Raiders. As we've got Driscoll back on the inside to McQueen, who makes it to the 40. Hopefully going to put in a good kick with a strong kick chase. Thompson down to the wing of Freeburn and well met with defence. Excellent set there from the Raiders.
Yeah, just working it down the right end and forcing Manly inside their own 20-metre line.
So, as Walmsley makes it through and passes back on the inside to Alex Chapman, makes his way up to the 50. Been about 10 minutes since our last try, and we've got back to that really gritty, really hard arm wrestle again that we saw in the first half. You'd think if this is what's going to happen, we're not going to see too many more tries in the game, and Raiders really need to get a wiggle on.
Yeah, and mainly just playing the conservative game right now, not offering too much, but I think if they're going to need to win this game, they're going to have to offer a little bit more.
Oh, off the head, catches it, makes it to the 40. Almost spilling his beans, and I think all Raiders fans had a little bit of a heartbreak there, almost, as Daly works his way up, plays it there for his 3rd. Tim James to McQueen, out to Barnes, out to Demando, gets around 1, tries to come back on the inside of KCK, but KCK is a bit too smart for that, playing it there on the 40. Driscoll Just takes the settler, plays it there on the 30. So, again, the Raiders, they're going to have a good kick chase here, or they might find themselves on the end of another painful set. As Freeburn almost makes it up there, and if it wasn't for Barnes, I'd almost say it was away. Speaking of, KCK working up, he's over the 30. Makes it to the 20, but some strong defense. We're playing it here for the second. Fucking him out to Palangi. Oh no! Oh, he's come up for his first SRL match and he's already off the field with concussion. We'll have to get back down to the sideline and see how the young boy is. As Goodwin onto his back. It's going to be interesting to see what that concussion does to the Sea Eagles bench rotations.
Yeah. We'll see who has to come on here, and it'll actually be very interesting to see who has to come on. And I believe they've brought on Freddie Anderson, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. KCK coming down with the ball and unfortunately pushing the wrong way. Got a little bit disoriented, so... Demando playing it there. 15 meters out, first tackle. Barnes through, but KCK's there to stop him. Good start so far from the Raiders as we pass it out to McQueen, out to Thompson. Almost makes it through. Some good post-tackle contact there. James out to Rossini. Lynn muscling forward, just shy of the 40. Good set so far here from the Raiders as we pass it out to Caval. Works his way to the 30. So not close enough for an attacking kick. Raiders are going to have to work on their defense again.
Oh, is that not offside?
Not offside. Driscoll grabs it. Honestly, that's probably a better position than letting letting Freeburn or letting Og power off up the field again. So 20 minutes to go. The Raiders, they've really got to get a wriggle on or the game's going to slowly slip away from them.
Yeah, and...
as we have...
never mind.
Anderson. Yep, Anderson, it looks like, coming in. Working his way over the 50. Oh! Bad pass. But the Raiders, thanking their lucky stars, we'll see if they can make anything of it.
Hopefully they do that, and so far actually this game in the second half has been a little bit quiet. Obviously still in that arm wrestle, so it's going to be hard to see who's going to win this arm wrestle.
Yeah, we'll see if these bench forwards that have just come on are able to break anything. We just saw Harry Cheddar. We got Wally Allen working his way up over the 10. We got 2 tackles left in the set. Probably the best chance the Raiders have had all second half. So we'll see if they can do anything with this kick. As James. Oh.
Nope.
That defense was just too fast for them. Spill their lollies. And Manly working their way back up the field. Robson playing it there just shy of the 20. Anderson just working on a single one-up. Bucking him out to Bontoff. Robson working his way up to the 40. Ooh, almost calling for a penalty there. But Anderson again. Just over the 40, and we might see another kick attempt just now. Yep, but he's over the 40, so... just mistimed that a little bit, I think he did.
He had the distance and angle marked spot on. It's just overstepping it there by a couple meters, and that's quite unfortunate for me.
Yeah. So the fatigue definitely getting into the game, and both sides are starting to make a few, not errors so much, but just a few little mistimed bits and pieces here and there. As Rossini Plays it for the first, just shy of the 20. Oh, McQueen met with a strong tackle there from Anderson. Tim James out to Harry Cheddar, bumps off one, makes its way, tries to get around KCK. Doesn't quite, but able to get at least to the 45. Thompson out to Barnes. McQueen. Can't really do much. Anderson there to stop him again. James to Bolt. Out to Thompson. So, ifted a nice couple of tackles, but again, Manly defence too strong, keeping the Raiders out of that attacking kick territory. As Old, again, can't do much and is forced just shy of the 10.
Yeah, and
Ooh, 14 minutes left to play. What do they need to do?
they just need to. I think it's almost you got to try something because currently the way the game's going, right, Raiders won't be coming back into this. So just trying something, try being adventurous.
As we say that, KCK, lovely playing up to the 20. Robson taking the settler, working his way to the 10. We got a kick coming. We'll see if Bontoff puts it high. Crutcher catches it. I think KCK was waiting out the back for the tap back, but just didn't come. Crutcher might have missed the assignment there a little bit.
Definitely.
That's Cheddar. Workhorse of the first half. Takes a strong push. Thompson over the 20. Tim James out to Daly. Oh. That was a risky line ball there. Somehow the Raiders have come up with it.
Oh, no! And they're going for the 2. Ooh.
They're going for the 2.
That's smart.
A little bit of a brain fart there from the Raiders, and I don't know exactly what happened there, but it's worked out in Manly's favour. So now, Canberra, the home side, they've got just over 10 minutes left to score twice to bring home the bacon. And the way the game's been played so far, that might be too much of an ask at this stage.
I have to agree with that. Just not many points being scored, and it's going to take a Raiders miracle if they are to win this game from here.
As McQueen boots it down to Bontoff. Young. Risky pass, but he makes it up to the 20. Plays it there for tackle 1. Bontoff out to Robson. Tackle break, makes his way through. Barnes comes up with it. So here we go, Raiders. This is the set. This is when you need to score. Otherwise, it might be a bit too far as Driscoll makes his way to the 20. James to Daly, and he's in!
We got a game.
Daly involved in that little mess up at the other end of the field that saw the Sea Eagles take the penalty kick. Makes up for it, breaks the line, outpaces KCK to dive over and score. And the Raiders, they're back in it.
They are back in it. And just individual brilliance there from Daly. Seeing he could just go straight through, and it was a foot race to the line, and he ended up winning the foot race. And Raiders now are only going to be down by 2 points.
I was going to say, I didn't want to say anything just in case
Same. Yeah.
No, we don't want to meme the kicking or anything, but there's just been a bit too much of it this season. As Lewis, 9 minutes to go, or less than 9 minutes to go, shapes up to boot it, and hopefully, from the Sea Eagles' point of view, win this game from their defence. As we got James passing it out to Cheddar, working his way over the 20. Just shy of 8 minutes to go. Very slow there as Daly passes it over to Wally Allen. Again, forwards from the Raiders working their way up the field. James out to Daly again, pushes off one, tries to go further for the third. James out to Wally Allen again. The Raiders, they're going to have to do a little bit more than this one-up forward stuff if they want to get to that try line. Lewis out to McQueen, out to Cheddar. 35. Now it's the Raiders' turn to play defense. Try to force an error. Try to do something. Passing it.
Forward pass.
Forward.
Ooh.
Oh, that didn't look forward, but I'm up here and not down there. As Anderson automatically breaks the line. And the Eagles are going to play it for their first just shy of the 30. Goodwin off to Bontoff, off to Alex Chapman. The Eagles playing it safe, giving it to this strong man. Giving it to Bontoff, pushing it up for a one-up attack. Playing it there for their third. Buckingham out to Lewis. Again, another one-up, pushing it over their 10. Ooh, risky pass, almost getting through. Kept still. We got one kick. Let's see what they can do. They can not kick it at all, and they can just take the hit.
Raiders will be happy with that. Holding them out there now. They've got to try and build something from this.
As Wally Allen tries to make it through, and he's forced to play it there 15 metres out. Thompson back on the inside to Cheddar, but Cheddar, no luck, is forced back for some strong Manly defence. Tim James out to Wally Allen. Again, this one-up stuff from the Raiders forwards. They're going to have to do a bit more. They got less than 5 minutes to go as Thompson back on the inside to Daly. We can't get much further than where they played the ball just then. Daly plays it out to Wally Allen. But again, just the meters aren't coming. They need to give it to their fast man, and they're just not. Thompson boots the ball as hard as he can. And here comes Casey K winding up, and he jukes Barnes, and he's off. And oh, yep, no, that's the game. Casey K take a bow.
Captain standing up when his team needs him. Barnes can't get there, and you'd have to say now that Manly are home and they're home dry.
Yep. After this kick, it'll be an 8-point difference, and we will probably have about 2.5 minutes left to go. So unless Lewis really shanks this kick.
Nope.
Right over the black dot. It's congratulations, Manly. It looks like you will be winning 20 points to 12. Touching wood to make sure that there are no further issues or errors. As McQueen shaping to kick for hopefully the last point of the night. Walmsley just taking a nice conservative return. No tricky passes, no chances for intercepts, just massaging this lead home. As Robson works his way to the 30. And the Raiders' frustration boiling over. It would be an absolute horror if a Raiders player got sin-binned in the last minute of the game.
It would.
As we got Alex Chapman playing at 45 metres. Oh, that was a bit slow getting up. Walmsley just juggles it a little bit, picks it up, plays it there for a second. Young does what he needs to, grabs the ball, plays it there on 40. Less than a minute to go. Robson up to Anderson, up to the 30. So the Raiders will probably have a kick return to score, but they've got 5 20 seconds now to at least bring it back within 2 points if they're going to.
Oh, they're going to let it bounce. Oh, they are going to do it. They're
Cleans
going to
off.
go all the way.
So it's going to be a lovely try after the full-time siren, and it's going to be a 2-point deficit by the end of this kick.
And that penalty goal by Carl Lewis is going to be the difference in this game.
It's not much more than a try for pride. But you never know, by the end of the season, those 2 points, they might be the difference between a finals berth and sitting just outside the top 8. So, well, we say that, we'll just wait for the kick to go over first. Yeah, there we go. 20 points to 18, Manly's way. And that'll see us off for the night. Very interesting game tonight, wouldn't you say, Clay?
Yeah, it was very neck and neck, and was still neck and neck all the way until the end, basically. But Manly just getting the edge over Canberra and getting the win by 2 points.
Yep, and there we go. Well, the possession, a little bit in favour of the Sea Eagles, but it's those errors and that ill discipline from the Raiders that really saw things shape up in the end, as Lewis had the chance to do that penalty goal. Tackles about the same, missed tackles about the same, line breaks about the same. That's a bit of the story of the night, really.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
As we move into some stats, and easily, again, lots of people running 100 meters or so, but it was not a night for attack. It was definitely a night for defense tonight. But yeah, we're kind of used to seeing Barnes up the top there. 194, 7 line breaks, 23 tackles is a lot of tackles that Barnes has to do.
Yeah, doing a lot of work, and credit to Harry Cheddar as well, playing 42 minutes, getting 176 run meters, 8 tackles, 5 line breaks, just a workhorse for the Raiders.
Yeah. Well, we saw towards the end there that the Raiders forwards, they were the ones with gas still in the tank, and they were the ones pushing their way up the field. We also probably have to talk about Wally Allen, 142. Luke Thompson, 107. So the forwards, definitely the standouts tonight for the Raiders.
Yep.
As we see Manly, KCK,
oh my God.
393 run meters. My goodness. 11 line breaks, 2 tries.
Wow.
Can't really say much more than just wow, exactly. Walmsley standing in quite nicely there for Beckman in the 13th jersey, 147 meters. Couple of errors, but you know, is wet out there, so the man can be forgiven just a little bit. Freddie Anderson, person who came on, had to replace young Palangi, unfortunately, but he did his job, was able to keep the things settled. But look there, take a screenshot of that young man. Your first game in the SRL, 104 meters, 1 try, 3 line breaks.
Unlucky. Unlucky to get injured as well. He would have been on for a better game.
Yeah. So he'll go back to his side down in the mines with the scars and with a lovely little bandage around his noggin, I reckon. But that's all we've got here tonight from GIO Stadium. I've been AMAC, and I've been here with Clay.